The Clay County Sheriff says he expects to release more information later today on an incident in Baker, Minnesota that the state BCA was called in for. They're calling it a serious situation, but that's about all police are saying right now about an investigation underway in Baker, Minnesota. Police had this home surrounded all day yesterday. The situation is apparently so serious that they called in the State Bureau of Criminal Apprehension to help them on the case. Clay County Sheriff Mark Empting tells Valley News Live that he is not able to confirm what the incident was or what exactly happened and when. Although not confirmed by authorities, several sources tell Valley News Live that the homeowner was assaulted by his roommate and that the roommate is now in custody. The victim is being treated at a Fargo hospital. Two suspects in a deadly shooting are waking up in the Cass County Jail after a tense situation on Fargo's north side. 21-year-old Rang Ayang was arrested yesterday for reckless endangerment, possession of a stolen vehicle, theft of property, and a felon in possession of a firearm. 28-year-old Daryl Simmons is charged with criminal conspiracy. There was a massive police presence across the street from the Northport Hornbachers yesterday morning after a red car with 4 people inside crashed at 7th Street and 25th Avenue North. You can see the car right there in the video. Witnesses say that's when they heard gunshots. Police found one person dead, another hurt. Ayang and Simmons were arrested shortly after that nearby. Police say 2 guns believed to have been involved in this shooting were recovered, but names of the victims are not yet being released. A man arrested after a shooting death in Castleton over the weekend is out of jail. The Cass County State's attorney says William Dittmer Jr. will not be charged in the case because it appears he was acting in self-defense. It was Dittmer who called police last Friday night about a shooting on the north side of Castleton. Sheriff Jesse Johnner says 50-year-old Dwayne Turchin approached Dittmer at his vehicle, put his hands on Dittmer's throat, and started choking him. That's when Dittmer says he fired a gun that he was carrying and killed Turchin. He then called 911 and put his gun in a safe. The sheriff says Dittmer was cooperative throughout the investigation. It's now 9 minutes before 7, and we are starting off on the warmer side, but a little rainy.
That's right. We're warming up, but with it comes some moisture and a chance for some rain. And we've been seeing it in Grand Forks, not necessarily heavy rain, but some rain that's causing some wet streets and parking lots here on our Home of Economy Skycam up in Grand Forks. And throughout the valley, we've got mostly cloudy skies. And again, some areas getting some rain. Rain reported out at the airport in Grand Forks and also in Devil's Lake. Fargo's at 49 degrees right now, so much milder than we've been in recent mornings. Yesterday morning, we were in the 20s. This is about double that. And Fergus Falls is at 46, Bemidji 43 right now. So milder but rainier. You can see we've got plenty of it showing up on the radar right over the heart of the Red River Valley. There are some breaks down in the James River Valley. This is a warm front lifting in, and as it does so, we'll end up on that warmer and quieter side of the system for a little while in the south. Up north, we're going to be stuck with these showers, I think, for a while today. More likely seeing off and on all-day rain, whereas we might get big breaks in the south. Fargo seeing those showers moving into the western part of the metro, over by Mapleton and West Fargo right now. And then up by Grand Forks, again, a steady light rain going on there too. Wind is out of the south. We're into the 20s for some places. So the wind is picking up. It's going to be a wind-driven rain today. And temperatures that don't change much from morning to afternoon. We're talking mid-40s to mid-50s, and rain showers continuing to be a possibility into this evening. So rainfall potential could add up to more than a ½ inch in those areas in green. Again, more likely up north to see that ongoing rain. So we're more likely to see the heavier rainfall reports there. So we've got this rain and warmer temperatures helping the grass to grow. Not a great day today to do any lawn mowing, and Saturday will be similar. Both days we're expecting some showers. Thursday there will be some spotty showers you're going to want to watch out for. Friday looks good. Sunday looks good. Those temperatures as we head into the weekend look really good. We'll hit 70 on Sunday. And as we head into next week, summertime temperatures, 70s to even 80s possible, with a chance for some thunder showers. Time now for traffic. Let's check in with Devin Fry with the Valley Today's Traffic on the Move.
Thanks, Lisa. We're jumping on to I-29 now to finish up this hour on this dreary Wednesday morning. Now, the traffic flow has been pretty light this morning. Apologies for the loudest windshield wipers of all time. But as you can see here on I-29, it's starting to build up just a little bit. Up around the Tri-Level Interstate, there's a little bit more of a traffic flow than what we were experiencing this morning. But overall, it's still moving smoothly. There's a lot of gaps in the traffic flow. It's nothing really jammed up anywhere. So the good news is you make your way out the door. The only areas that you're going to have to watch out for are our construction areas. So good news there. There is a new piece of construction that's going to be on 52nd Avenue. It's the same road work they were doing in 2019. They're resuming it for this year, and that's going to be lasting till mid-July and starting this morning. So drivers on 52nd Avenue, just be aware of that in South Fargo. Like I said, though, the traffic flow elsewhere this morning outside of construction zones moving along nicely, especially here on our major roadways. You can see up on I-29 right now, not a whole lot of traffic flow. We're going to keep checking it out in the next hour on the Fargo CW, but for now, for your traffic on the move, I'm Devin Fry.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is expected to make an announcement today regarding the state's fight to stop the spread of the coronavirus. Decisions are looming for the governor on Minnesota's stay-at-home order and peacetime emergency status. The emergency order is set to expire today without an extension, and the current stay-at-home order is scheduled to expire on Sunday. Meanwhile, Minnesota is reporting another 23 COVID-19 deaths, bringing the death toll to 614. 496 patients are in the hospital, with 199 in the ICU. There are also 695 new cases, with more than 12,000 positive cases now confirmed. North Dakota is reporting 2 new deaths linked to coronavirus. The state's total is now up to 38, 25 of those from the virus, with 9 death records still pending. Another 53 people tested positive. 694 cases are considered active throughout the state. The Fargo School Board is moving some neighborhood boundaries to ease overcrowding issues. Board members voted last night to move the Hawthorne, Clara Barton neighborhoods, which are east of University Drive, to the Ben Franklin Middle School and Fargo North attendance area. The move would take effect in the fall of 2021. Moving the boundaries will ease overcrowding at Carl Ben Eielson Middle School. In making the move, board members would push back the date to build a new school in South Fargo by 5 or 6 years. Families will be heading out to tidied up Fargo playgrounds later this month, but not likely before May 31st. Fargo's Park Board is directing staff to work with Fargo and West Fargo schools and West Fargo's Park District to get playgrounds and play structures ready. Parks, trails, and green spaces that provide adequate room for physical distancing are open for the public to use in responsible ways that protect public health and safety. Remaining Fargo Parks facilities, programs, and amenities will reopen in phases in accordance with guidance from health officials. Over the last few months, we have all had to adjust to some new routines and schedules, so keeping the house clean may have taken a back seat. But to help us get back into having an organized home, we check in with the Valley Today's Abby Furchner. You're getting some expert advice on tidying up from Smart Spaces. Hi, Abby.
Hi, good morning, Lisa. I'm here with Ursula Hagvik with Smart Spaces. And okay, Ursula, the pantry. We talked about it before, but I agree that this is one area of the home that gets messy the most. But you have some really good advice on how you can kind of organize it and keep it clean.
Yeah, well, I'm about to show you our own pantry at home, which is a little scary, but we did recently reorganize it, so it looks really good right now. It's just one of those areas in the home that can get cluttered really easily. And so we took everything out, and when we put it back in, I store children in my pantry too. When we put everything back in, we tried to pair like items such as chicken stock and soups and canned chicken and tuna, chili, breakfast items. And then Oliver, you want to show them where you find the snacks? We've got kids snacks in drawers, come closer, baskets, and then how about that bottom one? The other one. Oh, this one. Yep. So we love pistachios, but this is one of those things where we already had 3 bags and bought more because if you don't have an organized pantry, you don't know what you have. So it's important to reorganize once in a while so that you don't waste money on things that you already own.
And I like too, do you find it when you have things organized like this and labeled, kids are able to go into the pantry and kind of find things a little bit easier for them?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they know where to get their snacks and they know where they're supposed to put things back. And usually they do. So
I think that's so important. Such a skill that I wish I had when I was younger. Just being able to know, organize and have that skill and know where everything is supposed to go. But that pantry, so beautiful. I wish I had a pantry that looked like that.
Yeah. When you were younger, I wish I had skill like that now to have such a beautifully organized home. It looks beautiful in there. Thank you, Abby. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. 80% of us say we do this every single time we eat at home. The answer? We sit in the same spot. I sit in the same spot every time at home, for sure. Remember, you can play along every weekday morning. We post our question of the morning on our Valley News Live Facebook page. Here on the Valley today, we want to thank you for tuning in to watch our coverage. We want to reassure you that we are working hard to make sure you're staying informed during this COVID-19 pandemic. There are several ways for you to do that, including valleynewslive.com, our VNL News app, and also on our Valley News Live Facebook page, all for free with no registration required. The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start, but